Hi there, my name's Alexander Shelley. I'm the guest conductor this week with the Milwaukee Symphony. It's my first time in this beautiful city and I'm so happy to be here with a very special program, a program of very beautiful and interesting music. The first half is a couple of Germans inspired by Britain, and the second half is a Brit inspired in a strange kind of way by Germany. I'll explain as we go along. We start the program with Mendelssohn's overture, Fingal's Cave, the Hebrides overture, which he wrote when he was only 20 years old. He was visiting Scotland. He was inspired by the Ossian literature and very excited to be there. And he took a journey to see the island Staffa. And there he saw Fingal's Cave, and he was inspired both to draw a little sketch, but also to write some music, which he put in a letter to his parents. And there you see the opening measures of this beautiful and very famous overture that we're going to be performing. It's a tone poem, it's a short descriptive piece of work, 8 or 9 minutes long, and one of the most famous overtures in the canon. I'm sure that you will recognize it when we play it for you. After that, it's Bruch's Fantasy on Scottish Themes for violin and orchestra. It's basically a violin concerto inspired by beautiful Scottish melodies. So there's the link to Mendelssohn's Hebrides overture. And that will be performed by Blake Pulio, who I've worked with before, and is a wonderful Canadian violinist who lives here in the States. And those of you that haven't heard him must come along, because he's really a wonderful virtuoso and a beautiful musician. I can highly recommend him. And the piece itself is really beguiling. It's in 4 movements. And it's uplifting, it's light, it has some beautiful melancholic moments in the calm central movement, and it's a piece that'll leave you humming the melodies as you go home. And then in the second half, Walton's first symphony, written when he was a young man, and here we come to the German connection again. He was a Brit, and when he wrote the symphony, the first 3 movements, he was deeply in love with a German widow. He'd been in a relationship with her, but as the symphony progressed, as he wrote it, their relationship came to an end, and in fact you can hear his anguish, his melancholy in the first 3 movements. They're almost brutal at times. They're in fact quite difficult to access for both musicians and audience alike. But by the time he came to write the 4th movement, after having experienced a writer's block, he'd fallen in love with another woman, a good English lass. And in the 4th movement, you hear this bright, lively, open music. So in fact, this symphony is a form of personal journey for the great composer William Walton. It's a beautiful program. If you want to know more about it, join me at 7 o'clock on Friday or Saturday night. I'm going to be introducing that in a pre-concert talk. And at 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, we perform this lovely music for you. I look forward to seeing you there, and all the very best.